Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to see how to use the HANA Cockpit like for administration and for the monitoring and how to use it for troubleshooting as well. So very first once you log in to the cockpit, so you can go to the directory, database directory, so where you will able to see all databases which you have configured. So to understand how to install the cockpit and how to configure it, how to configure system, if you are not aware about that, so I have another videos. I will put this in the description box, so you can go through those videos. So let's start how to use the cockpit for the administration and monitoring. So you can see we are in directory now, and we have one database which is H4B, and it is a system database. So in this view, you can get one view like how much is a memory consumption, how much is the CPU disk, then how much alerts has been generated for this. And so in quick view, you can get over here. And very first important thing is you need to maintain the credentials. So you can see I have maintained the credentials of system user and the SID which is our database user. So just click on the on database. So you can see it will open the monitoring view. So let's see one by one how and what it is. So very first is stop database. So now when this is the basically stop for stopping database. So once you click over here, so you will be able to stop the HANA database, and it will ask you option like if you want to do the soft stop or the immediately like hard stop. So once you click immediately and stop database, so your database will go down. So this is how you can do the stop database. So that is the very first button I wanted to show you. Then second button is open SQL console. So it is nothing but suppose if you want to execute the SQL statements like we do in this like we do in the studio. So you can go or you can do from here. Then database administration. So this is nothing but a tenant administration. So for this also I covered the earlier video. So I will put a link in description box again. So you will get to know how to do the tenant administration from the cockpit. So this tab is covered in that video. So provide feedback. So if you want to provide any feedback or if you feel something is wrong with the cockpit, so you can provide feedback from here. So let's move down. So here you can see very first is services. These are the different tiles in the cockpit in this monitoring view. So let's see one by one what are these tiles and how to use them. So services. So just click on services. So you can see all the services like we see in the cockpit or the studio, HANA Studio. Same like that, you can see the all services. So this is services view, and from here you can do all the activities like you can see the button start missing services. Suppose if any services are not running, they are stopped, so you can start within a single click. Then suppose if you want to stop any specific service, so here we have button for the stop service. And kill service also we have button. Suppose if I want to kill some service, so just select the service and say kill. So stop and kill is differences in kill. So basically your service will be stopped and it will be started again. So that is the difference between the stop service and kill service. So this is the services view. Reset the memory statics. So it is nothing but there are memory statics. So suppose if you want to reset it, like how much memory has been consumed by any service, so you can reset from here. So go to alerts. So we are going to see this tab. So from here also you can directly jump to that tab, which is for alerts. So this is services. Let's go back. So next is alert. So as I said, so once you click over here, so you will be able to see all the alerts. So like what are the alerts has been generated for this HANA database, what is the priority, and all those things. So you can filter your alerts also based upon maybe priority. You can filter, you can see low, medium, error. Then based on database also. So here I have only one database, so that's why. it is showing only one. So you can even provide a time range and all those. So basically this is for just monitoring. You can check all your alerts. Now you can see database does not support the point in time recovery as log mode is override. So my log mode setting is override so that it's showing the high alert. So if you want to see more details, just click on that alert and you will get the more details of this alert. So this is the alert tab. So let's move to the next tab. So you can see next tab is memory usage. Now, if you want to monitor the memory usage of the database, so you can monitor from here. So like here, all you can see what are the alerts, then what are the running statements, and what is the memory usage. So you can see you are getting trend over here above for the memory usage and who are the consumers. So for those details, you can use this tabs. So like expensive statements, what are the background job. So benefit of this is, suppose if you are finding that on daily basis between 2 to 3 p.m. or whatever time the memory usage is high, so you just need to filter the this timestamp where you are seeing the memory usage is high, and you can get to know the reason behind it, like at that time what are the background job runs, what are the expensive statements, what are the running statements. So all those details you can get. So it will be easy, or it will be basically helpful for your analysis. So this is how you can check from here. So let's go back. So this we saw memory usage. So same like that we have next type, which is CPU usage. So let's click on it. CPU usage. So now, as I said, same view. You can see now this is the CPU usage, and same tabs you can see at the bottom. So suppose if you are facing the high CPU scenarios and you want to understand why the high CPU is coming, so you can basically filter your timestamp. Like you can see 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. it is showing right now. So this is the complete 1 hour and what was running in that 1 hour. So I can get all details like what are the expensive statements running at that time, what are the background jobs which are running. So it will be easy for you to understand what are the causes of high CPU. So this is about CPU. So let's go back. So till now we saw these four tiles: services, alerts, memory usage, CPU usage. So now let's go down and see other. So next is disk usage. So a disk usage is nothing but the in studio we saw correct the disk usage and what are the consumption. So same like that you can see over here. So what are the consumption of your disk, and again you want to troubleshoot more on the disk basically usage. What are the consumer or what are the reason. So you can check at the bottom like what are the running statement at that time, then what are the background jobs which were running at that time. So it will be easy for you to understand. So more or less same like the CPU and memory. So this was the disk, and you can see the log. What are the consumption? What is the consumption of data? You can also check that also. Then next is the SQL statement. So in this tile, you can check what are the SQL statements which are running currently. Suppose if you want to see what exactly is running, so all the details you can get over here. Like what are the active statements. So suppose if I want to only interested in checking active, so these are the active statement which are running currently. So it will be easy to understand what exactly is running. So more or less this view is same which we saw in the studio. So let's go back. So we saw the statements.